Okay, hi Leo, this is Michael Buckoff from BetterTOEFLScores.com, and right now, let's take a look at the essay that you submitted at Better TOEFL Scores. And what I want to do right now, I'm going to read it out loud with you, I'll evaluate it, and I'll give you a TOEFL iBT score according to the TOEFL iBT human rubrics, the rubrics that the human raters use to score your essay. So remember that the lowest score you can get is 1, the highest score you can get is 5. Alright, so the question is, some people prefer to get up early in the morning and start the day's work. Others prefer to get up later in the day and work until night. Which do you prefer? Use specific reasons and examples to support your choice. Okay, so far you have you have 4 paragraphs. So you have your introduction, your body paragraphs, and you have a conclusion. So let's take a look. Paragraph 1, you say, many people work in the morning is like a routine while other people wait until night to go out to do it. That means everybody have different kinds of work in order to the time. I am agree with working in the morning, then I'm going to have the night free to do whatever I want and to take a rest if I'm tired, of course. It is important to point out that time of work depend on the kind of job. If you like it, it means, in my case, working earlier is better because I like the job's office because I would have enough time at night to do my things. I am the person who prefers to sleep at night. Mainly, I cannot stand working at night. No, this essay is not going to work very well. Do you realize this whole paragraph has 1 period? That's it. You have comma after comma after comma. Leo, this is called run-on sentences. You're combining too many of your independent clauses with a comma. So it's difficult to understand kind of what you're trying to say here. I don't think you really have a specific thesis that really frames what's going to happen in the body paragraphs. Let's take a look at the next paragraph. When you're working earlier, could be an office job, you're able to make your own plans whether you want to go out at night to dinner with your friends, relatives, or your girlfriends. If you have other children, you can share with their time when you arrive at home. Mainly, you have enough time to do everything you like it. You more or less have a topic sentence, but your paragraph is basically, again, it's only 1 sentence. So you don't have a basic understanding of sentence structure. So definitely, you need to go back to TOEFL Grammar Lesson 3, TOEFL Grammar Lesson 4, and go over those videos where I talk about punctuation. Also, you need to go to the link. I have a link on those 2 specific lessons. It's a link to a website where you can practice writing, grammar, and research exercises. You don't have the basic, I think, grammar or writing knowledge to put together a paper at this point. Your next paragraph, for on the other hand, I am the person who enjoys sleeping at night. There is nothing better than when you're tired, you lay in your bed for all night. In fact, this is healthy because people need sleep at least 8 hours at night. In addiction, you mean addition here. The only fact of sleep at night depends your healthy behavior because somebody who does not sleep is a fact. This person is not going to be happy at all. Also, reduce the level of stress. For that, I advise to sleep as long as you can. No, again, not a good organization. Again, you're not using any periods to separate your different sentences. There's not a good organization in the body paragraphs because you don't have a sharply focused thesis. Let's look at the last paragraph. Nevertheless, working at night or earlier depend the kind of work and also the kind of personality of the people. Now I enjoy the night for sleep and also to my hobbies. I don't have any stress and I feel healthy at all. Mainly the best job for me is in the morning. Okay, no again. So I think this essay, there's no understanding on your part of what to do when 1 sentence ends and a new sentence begins, first of all. So you don't have a knowledge of basic sentence structure. You also are not organizing your writing very well. Also vocabulary. You're not using the right words to express the right ideas. There's simply too many organizational, grammatical, and word choice problems in this paper for it to pass. So your score right now is 1.0 out of 5. I don't think this essay is going to score much higher than 1. There's simply too many problems. So what do you do now? The main thing is in terms of my 7-step system to pass the TOEFL, you probably need to go back to the vocabulary lessons, especially lesson 3 and 4, and restudy those particular words. There's 1,700 words there. You need to learn those words, understand those words, complete all the exercises in those 2 lessons. Then redo the grammar exercises. Now, once you're ready to do the writing again, instead of writing the whole paper, I want you to work only on writing your introduction. So then I can give you some specific help with writing your thesis statement. I think once you understand how to structure, the introduction and the thesis statement, I think you can organize, better the remainder of the paper. Does that make sense? So those are some of my basic suggestions right now. But the main thing here is don't give up. I know you're working hard. Keep at it. Keep going. And eventually, I think you will become more familiar with English language. Now, one more thing before I forget. Make sure, Leo, watch TV, listen to the radio, listen to music. Every opportunity you have, read a newspaper, read a magazine in English. Do everything you can to get more experience and exposure to the English language, and that'll make it easier for you to write. Because one of the problems you're having right now, it's what I call idiomasticity of language use. When you're writing, you're not natural. You don't sound natural with the kind of grammar and the kinds of words that you're using. So by doing some of these suggestions, it can help you become better acquainted with the English language.